House Bill 8849, an act establishing the Romblon Provincial Technical Education and Skills Development Authority Training and Assessment Centers in the municipalities of Kahidyokan in Sibuyan Island and Odjongan in Tablas Island, province of Romblon. Cuba, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Datol, Dasa, de Jesus, de Venecia, Defensor del Mar, de Lusario, de los Montalia, Dimapor Abdullah, Dimapor Muhammad Khalid, Tuabit, Durano, Di Ilago, Inverga, Erice, Eriguel, Ermite Boy, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Australia, Eusebio, Bardone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Ferriol, Florenda, Flores, Fortuno, Fuentevella, Garbin, Garces, García, Gwendolyn, García, José Enrique, García Albano, Garin, Oscar, Garisciano, Casataya, Gachelian, Nerón, Goana Cristian, Gomar, Gómez, Gonzaga, González, Alexandria, González, Aurelia, González, Fernando, Goroseta, Gulias, Hernández, Ferdinand, Hernández, Fol, Herrera, Dijo, Ferrer, Los Os, Javier, Coconjun, Labadabot, Laxon, Lagman, Laneta, Laugan, Lasatin, Liachon, Lilim, Caichon, Lobregat, López Beno, López Carlos, López Manuel Luis, Loyola, Macapagalaroyo, Maceda, Matrona, Malapita, Manalo, Mangawa, Mangudata, Suarto, Mangudata, Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos Mariño, Marqués Martínez, Matugas, Meliano, Mendín, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nogruales, Nolasco, Núñez Maloñao, Nominalo Campo, Olivares, On Edwin, On Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Bininola, Paquea, Patuano, Palma, Pancho, Panipan, Panotes, Papanday, Pichay, Pico, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Primicias, Agabas, Kimbo, Rodaza, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Lampago, Servilia, Roapuna, Robes, Rocamora, Rodríguez Ciro, Rodríguez Max, Vilago, Yaparto, Riapileso, Victor Yu, Zamora Mar Carmen, Zamora Ronaldo Zarate, Sobiri.
With 189 members voting in the affirmative, 0 negative, and 0 abstention, House Bill 8849 is approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we take up on third reading House Bill number 8854 and that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the said measure and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting. So
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted. The Secretary General is so directed.
House Bill 8854, an act declaring the Bocari area in the municipalities of Leon and Almodian, province of Iloilo, an ecotourism zone, establishing for the purpose a Bocari Ecotourism Council and appropriating funds therefore. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill 8854. Abaya, Nabilianosa, Abu, Abuega, Chiron, Acop, Acosta, Acosalba, Jong, Advincula, Agarao, Agabao, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino, Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Mentado, Bagaw, Bagatsing, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Bersaga, Bataud, Bautista, Bendigan, Belaro, Belmonte, Feliciano, Belmonte, Si Christopher, Belmonte, Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertis, Biason, Billones, Brion, Bolilla, Bondok, Bordado, Bravo, Anthony, Bravo, Maria Vida, Rosas, Bulat, Bictang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto Rubiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilao, Castelo, Castro, France, Castro, Fedinil, Catampo, Cayetano, Celestes, Rafica, Ceriles, Chavez, Chepeco, Coco, Anco, Collantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Cosalan, Crisologo, Cuba, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Datol, Daza, de Jesus, de Venecia, Defensor del Mar, de Rosario, de los Montalia, de Maporo Abdullah, de Maporo Muhammad Khalid, Duavi Durano, Di Elago, Enverga, Rice, Erigel, Ermita Buhay, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Ibardone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Friol, Florendo, Flores, Fortuno, Fuentebella, Garbin, Garces, Garcia Gwendolyn, Garcia Jose Enrique, Garcia Albano, Garin Oscar, Garin Sharon, Gasataya, Gachelian, Heron, Go Ana Cristina, Go Mark, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales Alexandria, Gonzales Aureo, Gonzales Fernando, Groseta, Gullias, Hernandez Ferdinand, Hernandez Paul, Herrera D. Hofer, Alos Hos, Javier Co, Kunhun Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasatin, Liachon, Liliam, Caichong, Lobregat, Lopez Benhur, Lopez Carlos, Lopez Manuel, Leona, Macapagalaroy, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Magundadato, Suarto, Magundadato, Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos, Marino, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Miliana, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Núñez Malañaon, Ominal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Vininola, Paquial Paduano, Palma, Pancho Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pico, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Primicias, Agabas, Kimbo, Rodasa, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Lampagos, Sevilla, Roapuno, Robes, Rocomora, Rodriguez Isidro, Rodriguez Maximo, Romero, Romualdo, Roque, Sacdalan, Sagarbaria, Sali, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Salon, Sambar, Sandoval, San Copan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento Cesar, Sarmiento Edgar Mary, Sevillano, Sema, Silverio, Singson, Swansing Estrelita, Swansing Horacio, Suarez, C. Alvarado, Tan Bunting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagroso, Tan Shornite, Hada, Teves, Siangco, Ting Tinio, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, T. Umali, Umanabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy Julret, Uy Rolando, Uy Barreta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velarde, Velasco, Velasco Cartera, Veloso, Vergara, Villaferte, Villanueva, Villaras, Suarez, Villarica, Villarin, Villago, Yap Arthur, Yap Milencio, Yap Victor, Yu Zamora, Mar Carmen, Zamora, Ronaldo, Zarate, Zubiri.
With 189 members voting in the affirmative, 0 negative, and 0 abstention, House Bill 8854 is hereby approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader,
Madam Speaker, I move that the Secretary General be directed to immediately transmit to the Senate a copy of all measures approved on third reading today and yesterday. So moved, Madam Speaker.
is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted. The Secretary General is so directed. Majority Leader,
Madam Speaker, I move that we take up reference of business and direct the Secretary General to read the title of bills and resolutions on first reading as well as letters and communication. So moved, Madam Speaker.
is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted.
Reference of business, bills on first reading. House Bill 8863, converting Barangay Itbud, Municipality of Uyugan, Province of Batanes, from its present classification as timberland and alienable and disposable residential area site. Representative Arenas.
To the Committee on Natural Resources,
House Bill 8865, expanding the privileges of senior citizens, amending for the purposes RA 7432 as amended by RA 9994. Representative Aquino Magsaysay.
to the Special Committee on Senior Citizens,
House Bill 8866, creating an agricultural workers' pension and social security benefit scheme to provide pension and social security benefits to farmers and fisherfolks. Representative Aquino Magsaysay.
to the Committee on Government Enterprises and Privatization,
House Bill 8867, regulating the planning, design, construction, occupancy, and maintenance of public and private buildings and acting a new building act, thereby repealing Presidential Decree Number 1096. Representative Fernando.
to the Committee on Public Works and Highways,
House Bill 8868, providing for the establishment of the TESDA Training and Accreditation Center in the municipality of Baras, Catanduanes, to be known as the Baras TESDA Handicraft Agricultural and IT Training Center. Representative Sarmiento Cesar.
to the Committee on Higher and Technical Education,
House Bill 8871, ordinating standardization of steel reinforcing bar quality in high-rise infrastructure to resist against wind and earthquake in the Philippines. Representative Lanete.
to the Committee on Public Works and Highways,
House Bill 8874, condoning the obligation of Maguindanao Electric Cooperative Incorporated payable to the Power Sector Assets and Liabilities Management Corporation. Representative Uy Barreta.
to the Committee on Energy,
House Bill 8875, providing for the compensation to stay-at-home housewives. Representative Salceda.
to the Committee on Women and Gender Equality,
House Bill 8878, requiring the creation of a system or application that would determine potential credit limit breach and give the credit card holder real-time financial notification. Representative Olivares.
to the Committee on Banks and Financial Intermediaries,
House Bill 8880, declaring Cotabato City as the capital of the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. Representative Sema.
to the Committee on Local Government,
House Bill 8881, renaming the Angwan Upi Lebac Road in the province of Maguindanao to Dato Simeon Aid Dato Manong National Highway. Representative Arbison.
to the Committee on Public Works and Highways,
House Bill 8890, creating a barangay in the municipality of Limay, province of Bataan, to be known as Barangay St. Francis II. Representative Garcia. Jose Enrique.
to the Committee on Local Government,
Resolutions. House Resolution 2434, expressing profound condolences on the death of Mr. Henry C. Sr., Representative Lee.
to the Committee on Rules,
House Resolution 2435, expressing profound condolences of the House on the demise of business tycoon Henry C. Sr., who is also known as a philanthropist and the richest man in the Philippines, Representative Olivares.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 2436, congratulating and commending the Honorable Senator and boxing champion Emmanuel Manny Pacquiao for defending the WBA welterweight title against Adrian Bronner, Representative Olivares.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 2437, expressing warm felicitations and congratulations to the Filipino-American Hollywood actor Darren Criss for winning the Golden Globe Award, Representative Olivares.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 2438, supporting the youth and students in opposing the lowering of the minimum age of criminal responsibility, Representative Ilago.
To the Committee on Justice.
House Resolution 2439, congratulating and commending Ms. Francesca Taruk for being crowned as Miss Tourism World Intercontinental 2019, Representative Olivares.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 2440, commending the Filipino living legend and boxing Senator Manny Pacquiao for winning the fight against his opponent Adrian Bronner to retain the welterweight title, Representative C. Alvarado.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 2441, urging the joint LEDAC, national government agencies, local government units, and the COA to convene a government auditing reform summit in 2019 for the purposes of crafting a bill to reform, update, and future-proof the conduct of state auditing in the Philippines. Representative Uy Juliet.
To the Committee on Appropriations.
House Resolution 2442, commending and congratulating Senator Manuel Pacquiao for defending his World Boxing Association welterweight title against Adrian Bronner, Representative Uy Barreta.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 2443, expressing profound sympathy and sincere condolences of the Congress on the death of Mr. Henry C. Sr., Representative Uy Barreta.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 2444, congratulating, commending, and awarding a Congressional Medal of Distinction to Ms. Karen Galman for being crowned Miss Intercontinental 2019, Representative Olivares.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 2445, directing the appropriate committee of the House of Representatives to inquire on the virtual ban of private publishers in the procurement of supplementary reading, reference, and other instructional materials for public schools in violation of existing laws and regulation. Representative Marcoleta.
To the Committee on Rules.
Messages from the Senate. Messages dated January 21, 2019, informing the House that the Senate on even date adopted Conference Committee report of the Bicameral Conference Committee on the disagreeing votes on House Bill numbers 6167, 6169, 6170, 6315, 6316, 6707, 6708, and 6431.
To the Committee on Rules.
Message dated January 21, 2019, informing the House that on January 16, 2019, Senate President Soto designated Senator Villar as chairperson of the Congressional Oversight Committee on the National Government Center Housing and Loan Utilization Act, and Senators Ejercito and Hontiveros as members of the Oversight Committee.
To the Committee on Rules.
Message dated January 22, 2019, informing the House that the Senate on even date adopted the revised version of House Bill 7436.
To the Committee on Rules.
Message dated January 22, 2019, informing the House that the Senate on January 21, 2019 passed with amendments House Bill 8169.
To the Committee on Rules.
Message dated January 22, 2019, informing the House that on January 21, 2019, the Senate designated Senators Villanueva, Ejercito, Angara, Binay, and Ontiveros as conference to the Bicameral Conference Committee on the disagreeing provision of Senate Bill 1299 and House Bill 8784.
To the Committee on Rules.
Message dated January 23, 2019, informing the House that on January 22, 2019, the Senate designated Senators Hontiveros, Binay, Po, Gatchalian, and Trillanes as conferees to the Bicameral Conference Committee on the disagreeing provisions of Senate Bill 1558 and House Bill 8794.
To the Committee on Rules.
Message dated January 23, 2019, informing the House that the Senate on even date adopted House Bill 7005 as amendment to Senate Bill 1413.
To the Committee on Rules.
Message dated January 23, 2019, informing the House that on even date the Senate approved the Conference Committee report on the Bicameral Conference Committee on the disagreeing provision of Senate Bill 1898 and House Bill 8628.
To the Committee on Rules.
Message dated January 23, 2019, informing the House that on January 22, 2019, the Senate designated Senators Escudero, Subiri, Angara, and Drilon as conferees to the Bicameral Conference Committee on disagreeing provision of Senate Bill 1529 and House Bill 8795.
To the Committee on Rules.
Message dated January 24, 2019, informing the House that on January 23, 2019, the Senate designated Senators Aquino, Gatchalian, and Villanueva as conferees to the Bicameral Conference Committee on the disagreeing provisions of Senate Bill 1534 and House Bill 8734.
To the Committee on Rules.
Communication, report of Honorable Dante Roberto Maling, Acting Secretary General of the House of Representatives on enrolled bills submitted to the Office of the President for His Excellency's consideration and signature. Committee reports. Report number 1076 of the Committee on Energy on House Bill 8869.
To the Committee on Rules.
Report number 1077 of the Committee on Information and Communications Technology and the Committee on Ways and Means on House Bill 3437.
To the Committee on Rules.
Report number 1078 of the Committee on Justice on House Bill 8870.
To the Committee on Rules.
Report number 1079 of the Special Committee on West Philippine Sea on House Resolution 1855.
To the Committee on Rules.
Report number 1080 of Committee on Transportation and Committee on Appropriations on House Bill 8872.
To the Committee on Rules.
Report number 1081 of the Special Committee on Food Security on House Bill 8873.
To the Committee on Rules.
Report number 1082 of the Committee on Information and Communications Technology on House Bill 7410.
To the Committee on Rules.
Report numbers 1083 and 1084 of the Committee on Health and the Committee on Appropriation on House Bills number 8876 and 8877.
To the Committee on Rules.
Report number 1085 of the Committee on Aquaculture and Fisheries Resources and the Committee on Appropriations on House Bill 8879.
To the Committee on Rules.
Report number 1086 of the Committee on Natural Resources on House Bill 8882.
To the Committee on Rules.
Report number 1087 of the Committee on Government Reorganization, the Committee on Games and Amusement, and the Committee on Appropriation on House Bill 8883.
To the Committee on Rules.
Report number 1088 of the Committee of Tourism and the Committee on Ways and Means on House Bill 8884.
To the Committee on Rules.
Report number 1089 of the Committee of Inter-Parliamentary Relations and Diplomacy on House Resolution 2270.
To the Committee on Rules.
Report number 1090 of the Committee on Transportation on House Bill 8885.
To the Committee on Rules.
Report numbers 1091 to 1094 of the Committee on Transportation and the Committee on Appropriations on House Bill number 8886 to 8889.
To the Committee on Rules.
Report number 1095 of the Committee on Health on House Bill 8891.
To the Committee on Rules. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we approve Journal number 45, dated January 28, 2019. So moved, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we designate Representative Alfredo Benitez as additional member of the Bicameral Conference Committee on the disagreeing votes on House Bill number 8169 or the General Appropriations Bill.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted.
Madam Speaker,
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we designate the following members to the Bicameral Conference Committee on the disagreeing provisions of House Bill number 8794 and Senate Bill number 1558, defining and penalizing gender-based street, public spaces, and online sexual harassment. Representative Bernadette Herrera D., Representative Ramon Rocamora, Representative Tom Villarin, Representative Edsel Lagman, Representative Emmy De Jesus, Representative Michelle Antonio. So moved.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we designate the following members to the Bicameral Conference Committee on the disagreeing votes on House Bill number 3222, establishing a national vision screening program for kindergarten pupils. They are Representative Ramon Durano VI, Representative Pia Cayetano, Representative Crystal Bagatsing, Representative Alfredo Vargas III, Representative Ron Salo, and Representative Cecilia Leonila Chavez. So
Is there
moved.
any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, last November 14, 2018, the House constituted the Bicameral Conference Committee on the disagreeing provisions of House Bill 725 and Senate Bill 1749 regarding prohibiting the collection of fees from passengers for the use of sanitary facilities located in the land transportation terminals, stations, stops, and rest areas. We have been informed by the House panel of the BICAM Conference Committee headed by the Honorable Cesar Sarmiento that the conferees are in agreement with the provisions of Senate Bill number 1749 and recommend instead the adoption of the provisions of Senate Bill number 1749 as an amendment to House Bill 725. In accordance with our rules, I move that we adopt Senate Bill number 1749 as an amendment to House Bill number 725. So moved.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we designate the following members to the Bicameral Conference Committee on the disagreeing provisions of House Bill 8862 and Senate Bill number 1532, strengthening, promoting, and developing startup ecosystems. They are Representative Virginal Biron, Representative Manuel Antonio Zubiri, Representative Jose Enrique Garcia III, Representative John Marvin Nieto, Representative Victor Yap, Representative Gus Tambunting, and Representative Arlene Arcilla. So moved, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we designate the following members to the Bicameral Conference Committee on the disagreeing provisions of House Bill number 8861 and Senate Bill number 1616, extending the period for the grant of incentives to tourism enterprise zones and registered tourism enterprises. They are Representative Corazon Nunez Mananaon, Representative Franz Alvarez, Representative Jocelyn Lim Kai Chong, Representative Nico Pineda, Representative Vini Nola Ortega, and Representative Delphine Ganli. So moved, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, last October 2018, the House constituted the Bicameral Conference Committee on the disagreeing votes of House Bill number 5162, separating the city of General Santos from the 1st Legislative District of the Province of South Cotabato to constitute the lone Legislative District of the city of General Santos. We have been informed by the House panel of the BICAM Conference Committee, headed by the Honorable Pedro Acharon III. After careful study of the amendments to the bill, conferees have agreed to recommend instead the concurrence of the House with the amendments introduced by the Senate to House Bill number 5162. In accordance with our rules, I move that we concur with the Senate amendments on House Bill number 5162. So moved, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, we are in receipt of a message from the Senate informing the House that the Senate passed with amendments House Bill number 7363, renaming the province of Compostela Valley as the province of Davao de Oro. We have been advised that the Committee on Local Government, sponsor of the said House Bill, as well as the author thereof, have no objections to the amendments introduced by the Senate to the bill. Madam Speaker, in accordance with our rules, I move that we concur with the Senate amendments to House Bill number 7363. So moved, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move for the change of referral of the following measures. House Bill numbers 3757 and 7634 from the Committee on Population and Family Relations to the Special Committee on Senior Citizens. So moved.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted.
House Bill numbers 6719 and 7822 from the Committee on Population and Family Relations to the Special Committee on Senior Citizens. So moved.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted.
House Resolution number 1639 from the Committee on Population and Family Relations to the Special Committee on Senior Citizens.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted.
House Resolution number 1717 from the Committee on Population and Family Relations to the Special Committee on Senior Citizens. So moved.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted.
House Resolution number 1385 from the Committee on Energy to the Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability. So moved.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted.
House Resolution number 2249 from the Committee on Economic Affairs to the Committee on Ways and Means.
Is there any
So-
objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we include as additional co-authors of House Bill resolutions that are pending in the committees, the members appearing in the list to be submitted by the Committee on Rules after due verification of their requests for inclusion as co-authors of such bills and resolutions. So moved, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we take up 1 minute suspension, Madam Speaker.
Session suspended. Session resumed. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we take up business for Thursday and Friday, and I move for the omnibus approval on second reading of the following local bills. House Bill 8864 under Committee Report 1075, House Bill number 8872 under Committee Report 1080, House Bill number 8876 under Committee Report number 1083, House Bill number 8877 under Committee Report number 1084, House Bill number 8879 under Committee Report number 1085, House Bill number 8882 under Committee Report number 1086, House Bill number 8886 under Committee Report 1091, House Bill number 8887 under Committee Report number 1092, House Bill number 8888 under Committee Report number 1093, House Bill number 8889 under Committee Report number 1094, House under Committee Report 1094.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the omnibus approval is hereby granted. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that the explanatory note of the respective explanatory notes of the said bills be considered the sponsorship speech.
Is there
moved,
any
Madam
objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted.
Madam Speaker, I move that you open the period of interpellation.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted.
There being no member who wishes to interpolate, I move that we terminate the period of interpellation.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted.
Madam Speaker, I move that we open the period of amendment.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted.
Madam Speaker, there being no committee or individual amendment, I move that we terminate the period of amendment.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted.
Madam Speaker, I move that we vote on second reading, approve on second reading the aforesaid local bills. So moved, Madam Speaker.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those against, please say nay. The ayes have it. The aforementioned bills are hereby approved on second reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move for a suspension of 1 minute. So moved.
Session suspended. Session resumed. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we take up on second reading House Bill number 8869 and as covered by Committee Report number 1076. And for this purpose, may we direct the Secretary General to read the title of the said measure.
The Secretary General is so directed.
House Bill 8869, an act allocating the net national government share from the Malampaya Natural Gas Project for the payment of the stranded debts and stranded contract costs of the National Power Corporation and to finance further exploration, development, and exploitation of energy resources to lower electricity rates.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, to sponsor the said measure, I move that we recognize the Honorable Representative Lord Alan Velasco of the province of Marinduque.
The Honorable Velasco is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members of this august chamber, good afternoon. Committee Report number 1076 on House Bill number 8869, or the Murong Kuryente Bill, was filed with the objectives of ensuring the provision of reliable and secure supply of electric power to consumers at reasonable rates and allocating the net national government share from the Malampaya Natural Gas Project for the payment of the stranded debts and stranded contract costs of the National Power Corporation by the Power Sector Assets and Liabilities Management Corporation. Some of the salient features of the bill are: it allocates an amount of 123 billion as payment to the stranded debts and stranded contract costs of the National Power Corporation that will be taken from the proceeds of the net national government share from the Malampaya Fund and transferred to and assumed by the Power Sector Assets and Liabilities Management Corporation. It ensures that any payment of the PISAM to the NPC stranded debts and stranded contract costs from the amount allocated from the Malampaya Fund shall be reflected fully as a reduction in the amount of universal charge to be collected from electricity consumers. It also ensures that the PISAM shall submit annually to the DOE the actual and projected cash flow of stranded debts, stranded contract cost, and anticipated shortfalls in its schedule of debt payment to the DOE, ERC, DOF, DBM, and the JCPC. It provides further exploration, development, and exploitation of energy resources to lower electricity rates, and it mandates the Joint Congressional Power Commission established under the IPIRA to exercise oversight powers over the implementation of the Act. We are optimistic, Madam Speaker, that with the reliable support and relentless advocacy of our partners in both the government and the private sector, we will be able to provide substantial relief to electricity consumers because instead of using the Malampaya Fund to finance non-energy related programs and projects of national government agencies, the fund will directly benefit energy consumers by allocating the net national government share from the Malampaya Natural Gas Project for the payment of the stranded debts and stranded contract costs of the NPC. The amount of 123 billion as payment of PISAM on the stranded contract costs and stranded debts of the NPC will help the consumers until the year 2022. This will temper or reduce the cost of electricity rates by 57 centavos per kilowatt hour. That would translate to a 115 peso reduction in the bills of electricity consumers consuming 200 kilowatts per hour per month. The Malampaya Fund shall continue to be used for energy-related development projects and shall remain as a special fund. The approval of the Murang Kuryente Bill will secure stability and sufficiency of electricity, as well as cushion the impact of high prices of electricity in the country. For the same reason, Madam Speaker, I urge my colleagues in this August chamber to approve this very relevant legislative measure. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker, Your Honors.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we suspend consideration of House Bill number 8869 as so moved, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we take up on second reading House Bill number 8873 as contained in Committee Report number 1089 and direct the Secretary General to read the title of the said measure.
Secretary General is so directed.
House Bill number 8873, an act reducing food waste through food donations and food waste recycling.
Majority Leader.
To sponsor the said measure, Madam Speaker, I move that we recognize the Honorable Conrad Estrella of Party List Abono. So moved, Madam Speaker.
The Honorable Estrella is hereby recognized.
Mr. Speaker, I wish to submit my explanatory note as my sponsorship speech in order to save time.
Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Madam Speaker, I move that we open the period of interpellation.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, there being no member who wishes to interpellate the measure, I move that we terminate the period of interpellation.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we open the period of amendment.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, there being no committee or individual amendment, I move that we terminate the period of amendment.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we vote on second reading House Bill number 8873. So moved, Madam Speaker.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those against, please say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 8873 is hereby approved on second reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we take up, under the calendar of business for the day, I move that we consider on second reading House Bill number 8870 as contained in Committee Report number 1078, and that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the said measure.
The Secretary General is so directed.
House Bill 8870, an act providing for a stay in the execution of a decision, order, or resolution of an administrative agency or quasi-judicial tribunal upon seasonable filing of a motion for reconsideration, appeal, or petition for review.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, to sponsor the said measure, I move that we recognize the Honorable Ron Salo of Party List Kabayan. So moved, Madam Speaker.
The Honorable Ron Salo is hereby recognized.
Madam Speaker, respectfully request that the explanatory note be considered as my sponsorship speech on this matter. So move, Madam Speaker.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we open the period of interpellation.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, there being no member who wishes to interpellate on the measure, I move that we terminate the period of interpellation.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we open the period of amendment.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, there being no committee amendment nor any member who wishes to propose an individual amendment, I move that we terminate the period of amendment.
Is there
So
any
moved.
objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we vote on second reading House Bill number 8870. So moved, Madam Speaker.
All those in favor of House Bill 8870, please say aye. All those against, please say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 8870 is hereby approved on second reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to suspend session for a minute.
Session is suspended. Session is resumed. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we adjourn session until tomorrow, January 30 at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So
Session
moved,
is-
Madam Speaker.
Session is adjourned.